Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about what I believe is one of the most important laws in metaphysics. We talk about a lot of laws, but today I'm going to share about the law of cause and effect, also known as karma. And you've probably heard the saying, "As ye sow, so shall ye reap." Okay, or in other words, what we put out is what we get back. So I'd like to explain a little bit about this. So just so you know, so everything in your experience is an outpicturing of your mind. So I'm just going to explain to you a little bit about the mind and how it works. Okay, so we have the one mind, so the conscious and the subconscious mind. And the conscious mind, we can choose our thoughts, what we think, we're consciously aware of them. And then when we've chosen the thoughts, they drop from the conscious mind into the subconscious mind. And then it turns into the outer world, the effects and our experiences. So once our thoughts have dropped into the subconscious mind, then the subconscious mind then is powerless but to produce whatever thoughts that we've dropped into there. Okay, so we can't change anything from that level. But from the conscious mind, we can start to be aware of our thoughts and looking at things like affirmations, things that we're saying and thinking. So just to explain a little bit about the conscious and subconscious mind, I'd like to demonstrate it and I'd like to use this plant pot. All right, so if you imagine, okay, now I have some seeds as well here. I have some chili seeds. So if you imagine our conscious mind, okay, so this is the chooser of our thoughts, okay? So we can choose what seeds we're going to put into the soil. All right, so today I have chili seeds. All right, so if I'm going to drop the seeds, okay, into the soil, once I've dropped the seeds into the soil cannot then say, oh, no, I don't want these seeds. I want different seeds. Okay, so the soil now is powerless to, produce whatever it's given by the conscious mind. All right, so it can't change anything from this level. So from the conscious mind with our seeds, which is the same as the thoughts, okay, then we've got a choice, okay? We've got a choice about what seeds we're planting, the same as our thoughts, okay? So that will be the chooser. Then when it drops into the subconscious mind, the soil, okay, it's powerless but to obey whatever it's given, okay? So, and this is going to work for whatever thoughts you have. So whether it's positive thoughts of, abundance and health and good relationships, okay? And also it can work the other way as well for ill health, lack and limitation, conflict in our lives. Okay, so it's good to look at what we are experiencing in our outer world, to look at, what seeds we're planting on the thoughts. And then we can look at, okay, once we planted the seeds, then we have our plants, the plant then, which is the effect, which will be our experiences. All right, so hopefully that will explain it a little bit. So the conscious mind are the seeds that go into the soil. Then the soil, the subconscious mind is powerless to produce whatever it's given. And then we will see then that we have the plant. And I was shopping earlier in Sri Lanka, so I got some chili seeds. I couldn't get some different ones, but some green chilies, yellow chilies. Okay, so it's important to be aware of our thoughts as well, because often we're trying to change our outer world, okay? So, we're desperate to have yellow chilies, but we keep planting the seeds for green chilies and wondering, why don't I get yellow chilies? And we're focusing on changing, what we are getting instead of looking at the seeds that we're planting. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. About how we have to plant our thoughts and things for what we would like in our lives. And the good thing is that when we understand about how the mind works and planting the seeds, the conscious, subconscious mind, then we realize that change is possible. As I mentioned, most people believe they're bound by their karma. So, oh, I did this when I was 20 years old, and we're still holding on to the baggage, the guilt from then. All right, but the good thing is that from now we can start to plant some new seeds and start to change our thoughts about what we would like to experience in our lives. And another way I would like you to understand about how the mind works and how change is possible as well. All right, so I've got some Play-Doh here. Okay, so nice Play-Doh, matches my dress as well. All right then, so I'm going to make something. All right, so let me see. Okay, so I'm just going to make something really quickly. I don't think I need to be marked out of 10 for my my creative skills here. Okay, but it's just a very simple demonstration about. It's very hot here in Sri Lanka as well, so the Play-Doh is getting all sticky. All right then, so here we have a heart. Okay, so a nice heart also matches with my chakras there. Okay, so we have a purple heart. So at some point I would have chosen, my conscious mind would have decided what to do. Then from the conscious mind, the Play-Doh is not going to say, oh, I don't want you to make that. Okay, it's powerless. Whatever my conscious mind, wherever I've decided to make, it's, powerless again. Okay, and this will be the effect. Okay, so now I have the heart. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, mess it back up again. And now I'm going to make something else. And it's great. It's nice to get back to playing with Play-Doh. We must have done this when you were kids, and it's just a nice thing to demonstrate how these laws work. All right then. So now I'm gonna do. Again, it's not, the actual whatever we produce is not really that important, but it's just to highlight the point. A funny looking one. Okay, but now I have a cat. Yeah, funny little cat. Okay, but the whole point of this exercise too is to show that change is possible. Okay, in the beginning, I decided I would, I chose to make a heart. So my conscious mind decided to make a heart. Okay, and then I was able to scrunch up the Play-Doh again, and then I was able to change it to something else. Okay, and this is what happens again when we see what's outpicturing in our mind. Okay, so change is possible. Most people want to change the effects, okay, change the outer world, but you can step back into your power and go back and look at the conscious mind and look at the thoughts. Okay, so if we're sick of what's happening in our experiences, then we need to go back and look at, what seeds we're planting. And also as well, it's not quite as easy as that. We also, in our subconscious mind, we've absorbed lots of thoughts, beliefs, experiences, from the moment we were born as well. So this is also a guide when we look and explore our experiences. Yes, we can be aware of our conscious thoughts, but it's also to be aware of any beliefs we're holding as well. So hopefully that's explained to you a little bit about how the law of cause and effect works and how the mind works. And the powerful thing I want you to take away from this is change is possible. All right, but we have to be the change. Okay, so we can change ourselves instead of trying to change the effect, trying to change our experiences. Okay, so we have to do it by going back to our thoughts, the seeds we're planting. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks everyone.